好，今天我们学习新的一课，第13课，去云南旅游。我们今天先说第一部分，第一部分是在我们的课本64页啊。我们今天要讲第一段。新学期开始前，张天明、丽莎和科林、雪梅一起去云南旅游啊。新学期 new semester 开始前 before the new semester starts 前the same as 以前 but 以前 is more colloquial but it can also used in written Chinese but 前only used in written Chinese. So we can say 开始以前 we can also say 开始前 but it means the same. 张天明、丽莎和科林和雪梅一起去云南。云南 is a province in China. 云南 is in this position. 云南 is the yellow one. It is adjacent to this is one. Vietnam, Laos, and Myanmar. So Yunnan is widely known for its ethnic, geographic, sorry for the typo, biological, and even climatic diversity. This has to do not only with its wild terrain stretching across river valleys and mountains, but also with its location on the borders of Laos, Myanmar, and Vietnam. Many of Yunnan's minority groups may also be found across Chinese borders in surrounding countries. Okay, next, 他们约好星期天在昆明见面. They make appointment. So 约is the verb, and 好 is a resultative complement. So they make appointment, and then they keep the promise. They set the promise to meet on Sunday in Kunming. Kunming is the capital city in Yunnan. So here is the map of Yunnan. And the star here is the capital, which is Kunming. Later, we will talk about the stone forest, which is Shilin, which is close to the capital. Shilin is here. And then later, we will talk about Dali. Dali is here. And then Lijiang. Lijiang is here. So basically, you have an idea where are these cities and travel sites. 好，然后在云南旅游一个星期 then they travel in 云南 for 1 week. 我们接下来看这次旅游中国的火车、导游和云南美丽的风景都给天明留下很深的印象。火车train 导游 tour guide 云南美丽的风景，美丽 means beautiful. We have learned 漂亮，漂亮 means pretty. So 漂亮 is usually used to describe the outside appearance. When we can talk about person or scenery, we can say 这个人很漂亮，这风景真漂亮。美丽 can talk about the outside appearance, of course, but they can also talk about the beauty from inside. They can describe person, scenery, and even soul or heart. And 美丽 I think it is more official and is more in written language. And 漂亮 I think is more oral. 好，他们都给天明留下很深的印象。They all left a deep impression to 天明。留下 means to leave behind or to stay behind. For example, to stay behind, we can say 留下吃晚饭吧。For example, if you visit a Chinese family, and it's kind of late, and the Chinese family they probably will say you can stay and have dinner with us. 留下吃晚饭吧。Another example is 咖啡在嘴里留下苦味。Coffee left the bitter taste in the mouth. 很深 means deep, profound, or dark color. 好，留下很深的印象。印象 is a key word in lesson 13. we can use in three structures. First structure is X 对 Y 的印象很好 or 不好 or 很深 means X has a good or bad or deep impression of Y. For example, 你跟那个人第一次见面，对他的印象怎么样？ So you first met that person, and here X is 你, the subject is here, so it is the same subject here, so they didn't repeat the same subject. 你对他, so Y is 他. So how is your impression to him? 那个人很开朗, that person is quite outgoing, 也很幽默 and funny. 我对他的印象不错. I have a good impression about him. So this is the first pattern. The second pattern, we can say Y 给 is not 对 but 给 X 留下很好 or 不好 or 很深的印象。It means Y gives X a very good or bad or deep impression. For example, 中国的哪一个城市给你留下的印象最深？ Which city in China gives the most deep impression to you? 北京有很多古老建筑啊，北京 has a lot of old and ancient architecture. 给我留下的印象最深 and this architecture gives me the deepest impression. Another example is 听说你去过云南 I've heard that you've been to 云南你对那儿的印象好吗 This one actually goes back to the first pattern. 你对那儿的印象好吗 Do you have a good impression about that place?And the answer is 云南的风景美 The scenery is beautiful. 少数民族的饮食、服装、风俗习惯都很特别 There are some new words here. 少数民族 means the minority ethnic groups. Their foods, costumes, customs and habits are quite unique. 给我的印象很好So they give me a very good impression. So you can from this example, you can see that actually you can use the first pattern and the second pattern. Okay, next one. If you have no impression or no recollection of something, you can say 没有印象. For example, 这件事已经过去很多年了. This thing has passed for long years. 我没有印象了 I have no impression or no recollection with this. Or you can say, I remember this. I have some remember about this. You can say, 我有印象. Okay, next. 张天明每天发微信跟朋友们分享自己的快乐。天明every day he sent WeChat and with friends share his own happiness. 好 The structure we usually use of 分享 share is that you use share with abstract object. For example, 分享 joy 分享喜悦happiness 分享快乐 or some benefit or something pleasant or positive. Another example is you can say share some experience. Share, for example, 去纽约实习的经验我跟朋友分享去纽约实习的经验 or share your thoughts 你对什么什么的看法 or share your life 生活 Okay. But with someone, don't forget we put with someone 和朋友 or 跟朋友 put it before 分享好 Two examples here. 知道自己考上研究生院他非常高兴Knowing that he was admitted by the graduate school, he was very glad. 马上发微信告诉朋友们 He immediately sent WeChat to tell his friends 跟他们分享自己的快乐 and share his happiness with them. Another example is 他有什么好事都跟女朋友分享 Whenever there's something good, some good things, good news. He'll always share with his girlfriend. Okay, so this is the end of first paragraph.